Away from that event, the Federal High Court has organized a valedictory service for a judge of the court, Justice Oluremi Oguntoyinbo, who is retiring from the bench after serving meritoriously. We have details up next. Justices of the appellate courts, judges of the Federal High Courts, judges from other state high courts and some retired justices gather here alongside senior advocates of Nigeria, other lawyers, family and friends to honor Justice Oluremi Oguntoyinbo, who is retiring from the bench. This valedictory court session in honor of Justice Oguntoyinbo is in line with the cherished tradition of the court to celebrate the exit of its judicial officer who retires with his or her record unblemished. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, who is the chief host at this event, says the early retirement of the valedictorian is a bittersweet event.
It is a cherished tradition of the Federal High Court to honor in style the exit of any of its judicial officers who retires with his or her record unblemished. Hence, we are here today to honor, celebrate, and bid judicial farewell from the bench of the Federal High Court and the Federal Judiciary to Honorable Justice Oluremi Oguntoyinbo, who voluntarily retired on the 31st day of October 2022 at the age of 64. Today's beautiful gathering is marked with mixed emotions of sadness and joy. Of sadness that Honorable Justice Oguntoyinbo has retired, yet at the same time with real gratitude for her impressive contributions and the exemplary judicial service she provided to this court. I congratulate her on a job very well done. I'm elated because she has exited the court with her character and reputation spotless.
After the CJ, members of the bar also paid their tributes to the valedictorian.
Honorable Justice Oguntoyinbo has been a trailblazer, breaking new ground in several areas of law and leaving an indelible mark on the legal landscape of Nigeria. Our retirement marks the end of a distinguished career in the judiciary, and it is fitting that we celebrate our remarkable achievements today. Throughout her career, Justice Oguntoyinbo has been known for her impartiality, fairness, and fearless approach to the dispensation of justice. She has demonstrated a deep commitment to upholding the rule of law, protecting the rights of the vulnerable, and ensuring that justice is done in every case that comes before her.
They used the opportunity to reiterate some of the challenges facing the legal profession.
Nothing can be more pleasing to be part of the exit ceremony of an outstanding jurist. And having listened to the valedictory speech of the Chief Judge, it is clear that she came in here and she walked elegantly, confidently through the judicial. Let me state categorically that only the lawyers and the judges in active practice can consciously save the judiciary. As the son of a judge, I am alarmed, I am disappointed about the conditions of service of the judiciary. I'm calling on the senior advocates who are making tons of money through this system to know that we have to protect and enhance the judiciary if we will continue to have a forum for independent justice, confident justice, and make the judiciary attractive to the best of lawyers.
Justice Oguntoyinbo was born in 1958. She took an early retirement from the bench at the age of 64. Welcome back. Justice Oguntoyinbo has been speaking about some of her regrets while on the bench.
My aspiration to become a judge of the High Court did not see the light of day due to various considerations for over 10 years. I was eventually appointed as a judge of the Federal High Court in 2012. Providence may have been at work in my eventual appointment to the bench, and I think it probably was a sign of divine approval for my selfless efforts in the defense of the poor. Reminiscing over my time in active service, I took my judicial duties with the highest sense of responsibility. I believe that judging is a divine function, and that humans who are appointed to judge other people must do so with humility, circumspection, and divine guidance. Judges must be prayerful so they do not fall. I am a fiery advocate of human dignity, respect for women, gender, and equality. My court was known as a place where everyone is important, lawyers and litigants alike. Even as I did not suffer fools gladly, I remember with pride my landmark judgment in FHC LCS 1497 of 2017, which has just been mentioned by the Honorable Attorney General of Lagos State. It was a matter that involved the registered trustees of the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project setup and the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. There, I ordered that states should urgently institute appropriate legal action to challenge the legality of state laws permitting former governors who are eventually senators and ministers to enjoy retirement emoluments while drawing normal salaries and allowances in their new political office, and to identify those involved and seek full recovery of public funds from the former governors. Regrettably, the order is yet to be obeyed. I find it very disappointing that court orders are often not obeyed. If there's anything I wish to change, it is the impunity towards judicial decisions and the disrespect to the bench. I also feel saddened by the inadequate recognition of the work of judges, despite the high qualifications for appointment to the bench and the pitiable salaries of judges, which have remained static for several years. Lawyers by themselves can improve the legal profession. I frown at the total degeneration of professional ethics, such as lawyers abusing the dress code, and I admonish young lawyers who desire to go into litigation to take hard work seriously. There is no shortcut to success in the legal profession. Becoming a refined litigator is like gold passing through the furnace. You must not only be hardworking but also determined and diligent, attending to every matter with zealousness, utmost importance, and care. A lawyer should be seen as noble in appearance, in and out of court. Their speech, action, basic etiquette, respect for senior colleagues, and respect for the court should be the watchword for all lawyers appearing before the bench. Generally, in my judicial career, I interacted freely with counsel and the public. My relationship with counsel remains very cordial and friendly, even if I say so. However, I have it on record that it was only once that a counsel who could not distinguish between certain principles of law dragged me in a petition to the Nigerian Judicial Council, National Judicial Council, and the said petition was dismissed after due consideration. I am retiring ahead of my time because I had surgery to reset my right hand in October of 2022, which needed 6 months to heal. I had suffered this ailment since 2019, but continued with my job since being a judge in Nigeria requires significant writing. As one who enjoys writing, I could not imagine how to continue to serve as a judge without being able to write. This, coupled with my husband's encouragement, brought about the decision to retire from the bench. I have heard from sources that there are plans to increase the retirement age of judges. It is my humble submission that in the view of the circumstances prevailing in our country, retirement age for judges should remain at 65 years unless the government is ready to put in infrastructure in place to avoid long handwriting for judges, which in itself results in deterioration of the health of the judges. Apart from that, there should be in place mechanism to discourage frivolous litigation on the part of the lawyers and appropriate remuneration for the judges.